It's starting, but
You got your thing muted?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome
Welcome back.
to the Wire Jungle. Yay!
Yeah.
2019.
2019.
Yeah, party time.
Oh, can't believe
I know.
it's 2019. Can't believe it's like almost the end of February.
I know, it's
2019.
been 2.5 months since we've done a stream.
That long? Wow.
Yeah.
It feels longer,
Mm-hmm.
yet also not long at all.
Not long at all.
What is the passage of time?
Yeah.
If not
What is
terrifying?
time? A human construct.
And we're humans. We understand its
Yes.
construct.
Normal humans.
Normal humans.
um, so welcome back to another year of writing. I'm Mary.
I'm Simone.
And we're here to talk about writing and do some writing. And we also have a very special guest who you may or may not see
You
on the
can't
couch. You can't see
see
her
it.
at the
Gypsy,
moment.
wake up! Oh my god. Is she in the camera?
Yes. Yes, she is. Hi, Gypsy.
He's very sleepy.
You can go back to sleep now. Oh, no, we're awake. Yeah, so it's good fun.
No, good
Oh.
times.
Hi, Liz.
Liz!
Yay!
Hi, Liz!
Thank you for joining us.
All the friends are back.
Yes.
Excellent.
We love friends. No, it's good. So, yeah, 2.5 months since we've done a stream. Our last stream was our final NaNoWriMo stream back at the end of November, so that was
Oh, what a journey.
a long time ago. Wow, what have you been up to?
I spent a while not doing anything.
Yeah.
But then the last month have been pretty productive. As you may recall, if you're following my life on Instagram, before NaNoWriMo, I printed off my entire draft manuscript. And I finally get around, I think like mid-January, to actually reading it. Oh, yeah, I let that sit there for a while.
Christmas takes its toll.
December, and then I was like running this giant festival in like January. That was a 10-day thing. That was very exhausting. People, a lot of people, a lot of stress.
Yeah.
But that wasn't writing related, so I can talk about it.
How is the manuscript going?
Better.
Yeah.
Good.
So you actually have a pile strategically out of camera shot.
I do. This is part of what I'm up to at the moment. This is the rest of part 2. That's page 362. And it goes to 497, and that's only the second of 3 parts of my 756 page printed novel. I only cut 880 words from the first part, so that's still like 50-something thousand words. Yeah. A novel in itself.
Yeah. Maybe you should just break it into 3. Just be like, this is the end of book 1 now. I
mean, like, you know, we could do that. If I'd probably get more money if I sold 3 books instead of just 1. Yeah. But like, I'll leave it up to a publisher to make that choice. I think I'll pitch it as 1 book and then be like, well, if you want to split it into 3,
we can do that.
We can do that, and then make it a trilogy. But then be aware I have plans for many more.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, don't think that's the end.
12 books later.
Yeah. This is going to be big. It's a big series. I have a lot of thoughts on my characters and the world. Yeah, but what about you? What have you been up to?
I have been also not doing much for a little while, and now I'm getting back into toiling with the manuscript that seems like it will never be finished. The draft, mostly because I'm really terrible at, like, writing more than a few hundred words at a time, but we're getting there. It's getting there.
It's all about chugging along.
Yeah.
Just chipping away at that old block.
I have a goal to have it finished and redrafted by October, so...
That's a good goal.
Yes.
And why is October your goal, Mari?
Yeah, so October is my goal because I'm going to a writing conference with Fiona McIntosh.
Fancy.
It will be super fancy.
She's so cool.
Yes, so it's a masterclass. She runs a masterclass twice a year. I went a couple of years ago. This is the first conference that we're all getting together, and she's bringing a bunch of publishers and a bunch of authors, and it's going to be super fun, and I want to have my manuscript ready, hopefully by the time we go there.
Yeah. So you can presumably like pitching sessions.
So I can be like, hey, buy my book.
Here is my book.
Yeah,
please. Said it was good.
Please buy my book.
Please. Penguin Random House.
Yes, exactly. I would go with Harper. Harper is the dream.
Harper seems cool.
Harper's the dream.
I like Hachette. Yeah. Hachette seems up my alley. But also Alan and Owen.
Yes,
some cool
so many good publishers.
There are a lot of great publishers with also please hire me. I would like a job. In Australia that do really cool things that I like. Yeah, I'm definitely, like, since especially joining the book club, I've been paying more attention to, like, the publishers of who publishes what and what print editions of books. Yeah. I'm having strong opinions about certain publishers.
Ah, yes.
Usually it's international published, and
Mm.
sometimes where I'm just like, this is. If we did it here in Australia,
Yeah.
this would be a much nicer print. I'd probably have pages that aren't like absurdly white,
Yeah.
or a cover that actually meets the end of the pages. That's a
Yeah.
weird choice that sometimes happens.
I feel like that's
Why?
yeah.
Hmm.
It's the whole thing. Anyway, what have you guys been up to?
What have you
You've
been
been
doing?
writing. You've been ignoring your writing. You've just been editing, chilling.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Studying
Let
things,
us know. Ooh, Jade's
Picking
in.
up entirely new crafts.
Hello,
as a
Jade and Mark.
procrastination.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. New
Yes.
new crafts.
I did a new craft.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned resin art.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I did a class, and now I
Mhm.
bought a bunch of things.
Nice.
It's great. You just recolor the resin, you pour it.
Because you already do a little bit of resin work before.
Yeah, I do a little bit of resin, but as a means to do like
the
finish
end.
another thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm learning about resin in and of itself.
Mm.
But I made some little jewels with like glitter.
Oh yeah.
Just some glitter, just some craft glitter.
Mm.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Nice.
Maybe that'll be the thing I gift to people for Christmas now.
Excellent.
Take my things.
Yeah.
My craft experiments are yours now.
Liz has been rewriting chunks of the Nano manuscript and
nice.
toying with ideas for the sequel. Very
That's
nice.
what you should be doing, really, post Nano.
Yeah.
Tidying things up and then working out where to go.
Yeah.
I have neglected. I didn't even finish my story. Like
Yeah.
I got to the words, but I did not end the story.
Yeah.
Mostly
Didn't
because I
type
didn't
the
really know
end.
where to tie it up.
Yeah.
So, but I've
You'd be
pushed
like,
that.
and then they all lived happily
Yeah.
ever after.
Oh no, things need to be worse.
Then
But,
they live poorly and unhappily ever after.
maybe someone's arrested and died.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fine.
But that's for
Fine.
future Simone to work out
Yeah.
when I ever go back to that.
Mm.
But good on you, Liz, for
Yeah.
going back to your manuscript already. Like that's
Yeah, and I guess it depends what you want to do. Like, you can't just write the manuscript and just be like, I'm done with it forever now.
Yeah.
There's
Or if you have,
equally
like-
valid.
if you're like me and you have other projects that you want to get
Mm.
back to as well, and like maybe Nano was your break.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine too.
Like, I'm just going to take a break and write a 50,000 word novel.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's a great time to like try out a whole new thing that you don't usually write. So
Ooh.
it's good.
Jade has been ignoring her writing and working on cross stitch.
See, other
Other crafts.
cross stitch.
Yeah.
I've tried cross stitch, but I'm terrible at it.
Oh, yeah.
So well done.
Yay.
I think that's a cool thing that you can do.
But she's had some interesting ideas for the secret hideout in Mythicals. Mythicals is a story I love.
That's the one you've told me about.
Adelaide
isn't it?
Jones is the ship of my heart,
Mm.
and they shall forever be together. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. If it's not written like this, she's writing it wrong, and I'm going to go right.
Yeah. At least
The
you know
proper
where
one.
Jade lives, so you
Yeah.
can like hunt her down. and
Exactly.
be
I'll
like-
just go and like find her place in her manuscript.
No, do like a whole misery thing. Just tie her down, break her legs, write what I want, bitch. So-
Yeah, this is why we don't ever cross Simone.
I have many tools,
Many
a
tools.
lot of rope. I work somewhere
Some
I can
hammers.
acquire a lot of rope. Usually it's used for like adult times,
Yeah.
but like it's multi-purpose.
On that
Rope is
horrifying
rope.
thought,
Anyway.
we're gonna do a 5-minute sprint.
That's a good place to leave it. I like it.
There's some food for thought for you.
Does this inspire you at all? You got some enemies to lovers romance.
I don't know,
work out.
that you need a moment.
Maybe someone kidnaps someone and then it becomes a romantic thing. Actually,
Maybe.
that's terrible. That's very toxic. Don't do that. Or maybe make
Jade-
it work. I don't know.
If
I'm
I'm
not
not getting Adelaide Jones, I'm going to set Simone on you, Jade. It's going to happen.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know where you live, but Mario
Yeah,
tell
I'll
me.
tell her where you live. Alright, this is our
Adelaide's very small.
image when it appears. Go. I love this one.
Oh, I've used this before in a marketing thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
good.
I love me some creepy ghosts.
I love a sheet ghost.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time.
Highly underrated
Mm.
as a Halloween costume. 5 stars. Would sheet ghost again. Although sheep ghosts equally awesome, I feel.
I love a sheep ghost.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're gonna do 5 minutes on the clock, and we're gonna start now. Stop riding.
Stop riding.
That is the horn of no more riding.
It is the horn to cease your words.
Yes.
For now.
No more. How did you go?
I got 129 words.
I got 57 words.
Nice.
Yay.
That's nice.
Yes.
Add new things.
Yes.
You're good. What is the project you're working on right now?
So it's still Cursebreaker because I'll get there eventually. But again, it's like going. I'm still trying to work out how Ren and Idris are gonna interact for like the first little bit when they're in like
Is
the
this
Mountain
when
Kingdom.
before or after he's kidnapped?
So he's kidnapped her. They have arrived at Feldspar, which is the Mountain Kingdom, like capital, I guess, for lack of a better word. So it's just sort of like they've literally just arrived. So it's working out their interactions, how it's gonna go from where we currently are to where I need to be. For sort of like the last third of the book, essentially. So yeah, we'll see. It's a bit stiff at the moment.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
you can always have them just fighting.
Exactly, just constantly
Please.
fighting. Just be like, hey, but they've got to put on it's awkward anyway. How about you? What are you doing?
So I was writing just a bit of a scene. I don't know where it's going to fit, but I think it's going to be in the second book. So after the events of this one, and it is, so like,
Oh, is it Flora?
it's Flora.
I love Flora.
Flora's going to have a big front seat in this second book, because we're talking about her past and her toxic ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, Flora is the awesome
Plant lady.
Plant lady.
She's
Funnily
plants.
enough,
She
the
goes
name's
through
Flora.
a week. She's a real party girl.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, plants, free drugs.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. They're really if you're illegal in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her toxic ex was one of the group, but then he
but has
got
gone.
caught out doing some shit and was like, he had his powers suppressed and his memory erased, and just like he was bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
kind of reminiscing how like Warren, who is the psychic, was the only one at the time who realized he was bad, because everyone else was like, this guy's great.
He's cool.
He's
cool.
lovely. He's so sweet and lovely. And Warren, who couldn't read minds, was
It's
like,
no, abort.
he bad.
Abort.
and so she's just kind of reminiscing and being like, back then, like, he was the only one who warned me. And then Meg's feeling kind of shitty because she was caught up too, but they all were. Like, it's part of his powers.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah.
He's Marcus
So
was
like
he was a siren.
Dealing with
he
the
could manipulate people with music.
So they're dealing with the fallout of that,
So
essentially.
this is because Marcus has returned into their lives.
And
Flora-
they're all like, oh, go back.
Yeah. Oh no, like, so like he seems like he's just regular now. He's like a regular human. But Flora doesn't trust that. She's like, no, I think maybe something's wrong.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, it's fine. It's been suppressed.
He'd be like, do you not remember how it was fine before?
Yeah. So
I
it's
love
going to be a very emotional arc.
I'm
And
excited.
fun.
I love
Flora's
Flora.
very powerful.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's the best.
She's good. I'm glad I'm getting to do more.
Yeah, I love it. Listed 148 words and Jay did 21 stitches. Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. He is, he's solid and he's cool, but he's not cool. That's essentially Marcus.
Yeah, I mean, because I think one of the things, especially when we're talking about like relationships and like abuse, and it's always like, you know, all the people on the outside never quite believe a lot of the times the victims, because they're like, he has a different face, and you're like, there's a whole level of, you know, do we believe the victim more? Are they just, you know, being hysterical?
Yeah.
No,
There's a whole spoilers.
They're probably never not.
Yeah.
Please believe victims.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard to believe women? Why? But yeah. So hopefully my book will contribute in a positive way.
Yeah.
To talk about this.
That would be good.
Because it's the thing I care about. You know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Good. I like to send messages in an entertaining form. Isn't that what we all enjoy? And dogs. She's just
she did no words.
She didn't know words.
No words.
She's very lazy.
Lazy.
Don't do what my dog does and just like sleep during her in the sprints.
Well, I wanted to sort of, if you're in Adelaide, as we are, this is the time known as Mad March, where it is like freaking crazy.
I didn't realise that Fringe now is 5 weeks.
Oh, is it now?
5 weeks of Adelaide Fringe. We are still the second largest Fringe after Edinburgh. So, you know, good try, Perth and Sydney and whatever else.
Too bad.
No, it's good. We're bigger.
But
So much.
it's part of the Adelaide Festival of the
Festival.
Arts is
Yes,
the
which is
Riders,
not the Fringe.
but
Two
it's
separate festivals at
it's
once.
true. Yes, it's where the Fringe came from. It was on the Fringe. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Adelaide Riders Week is coming up.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. If
I'm
you are
excited.
in Adelaide, highly recommend.
It's great.
If you
It's
can
one
go.
of. It's I think it's the largest free festival,
Mm.
riders
Yeah.
festival there is, because most of them, like the ones
Charge.
in Melbourne and stuff, you know, all the events are like ticketed.
Yeah.
But Adelaide Riders Week, it's just it's like these. It's in the gardens. You just
Yeah.
walk in. You just sit anywhere. You do. I usually sit on the hill.
Yeah.
Just somewhere like you can kind of like
Nice.
hear it and just chill. Just
Yeah,
lay back
yeah.
in the shade. It's a really nice, beautiful week.
It's good.
I wish I could just take the whole week off work and
Yeah,
just go
that would be
every day.
nice.
Like that would be the dream.
And they have so many riders coming. And this year as well, they're doing a specific like kids and YA
Yeah.
day, which is exciting because we have this is the first year we've done something like that. I think.
We had,
We've
last year they had a
had
children's day.
Yeah.
And they had like a separate. I think there still is a separate children's tent.
Yeah.
Where they had like Maggie Beer
Yeah.
did a reading,
Oh,
and
cute.
they had like just some children's authors did some
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, this is like YA now being included.
Yeah,
as a separate
which is
thing.
exciting. We have a new director, so this
Yeah,
is what we were hoping for, and it's happening.
it is exciting. It's
Yeah.
good. There's more things.
Mm.
Writers. It was some like YA stuff last year, but it was very low key.
Yeah.
And it was like authors that I hadn't even heard of, but
Yeah.
I've since read of it, and like they are good. But like we have the thing is though they're all like and it's they're not the big commercial. They're
Yeah.
still literary YA, which I think is a lot more credence still. But
Yeah.
we've still never had like a J. Christoph come to Writers Week.
That would be nice.
The day that we get Jay and Amy
Yeah.
at Writers Week, oh man,
Exactly.
that'll be the dream.
But we do have Garth Nix and Sean Williams coming.
Yeah, Garth and Sean Williams.
Um,
They're both really
and-
lovely people.
Yeah, Sean Williams, of course, being a local.
Although
as
now
well.
he's in Ireland.
Yeah,
He's
he.
moved there.
Yeah.
How dare.
I know, how rude.
So
I think
rude.
he still comes back and forth. But yeah, there's lots of really cool people coming. So would recommend if you have any time free between the 2nd and the 7th of
Yeah.
March.
And they're
Definitely
all, you know what
check
they're
it
also
out.
doing this year? Evening talks, I think on the Monday
Mm.
and the Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
So if you're like me and you're a 9 to 5 worker,
Mm.
which usually is the time that the things are,
Yeah.
they're having some evening stuff, I think runs from 6 o'clock.
Lots of poets this year as well.
Yeah,
I
the
feel like there's a
poets.
lot of poets
There's
this
a
year
lot
as
of
well,
poets in
which is
Melbourne.
excellent.
Carrot Dewey's back.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
we're just looking at the
I was
listing.
the driver last year. I worked. It was
Yeah.
like the best job I ever had. And I got to know a bunch of authors because I would take them to and from the airport. And Karen Dewey, lovely person. Probably like my favorite author interaction.
Yeah.
So read her book. Come to her talk. She's super cool. I think she's originally from South Africa. It's got
Yeah.
a cool accent.
Jane Harper is coming this year as well.
Ooh. Chloe
for those-
Cooper.
yeah.
Nice.
So many good people coming. But yeah, you should definitely, if you've got time, check it out. A lot of the libraries, I think, were doing live streaming of the events. I'm not sure if anyone is this year, but that's also something
Look
we
into
should look
that.
into. If we find out, we will put links in the Facebook group for you
Yeah.
because it is an excellent thing that we have locally that you should definitely go and check
It's
out if
free
you can.
and accessible
Mhm.
to everyone.
Yes.
Please go. It's a good time. Ask questions. Don't do the thing. Okay, it's the thing.
The thing.
Every session.
Don't.
And people walk up and they're like, okay, what's your question? And they're like, well, it's more of a comment than a
It's-
question.
do
No. No one wants your
Bypass.
comments.
Mm.
Ask questions. Ask good questions. The author doesn't necessarily want to hear your life story.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
good.
limited question time. I'm sure it's fascinating, but like the question time, go when you get the signing, then you can tell them your
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Don't
No,
do
it's
it.
good fun.
Don't take up the actual session time.
Mm. But yeah.
Also, book signings. If
That's
you have,
true.
That's after
Yeah.
each session, the author will be there and they will sign your book. So if you've got, if Garth Nix's and Sean Williams's books, I don't know if they'll let you sign like all 40 of Sean
Probably
Williams's
not.
books. Maybe your best 5.
Yeah.
But
check beforehand. I
check
guess.
before.
But yeah.
Be considerate.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good. I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, and that's in our backyard, and that is
It's in the city.
very soon.
In the Ladies and Women's Memorial Gardens.
Yeah, so I think it's Sunday that the kids stuff is on. Anyway, should definitely do it. Sorry, I get distracted looking at all the cool people who are coming that I want to come to. Ooh, Fiona Wright is going to have to sign your dodgy sticky note filled copy of your book. I'm sure she'll love it.
I feel like authors like this. Yeah. They like it when they see that really
it's so nice.
Their book. Yeah.
So nice to meet authors as well for like the first time, and if you haven't met them before, and subsequent times when they remember you. Hopefully because they're not hopefully for good reasons. But
because you're that
one person. Yeah.
Ready to have a comment in this. Like, actually, we'll just talk about my chickens for a minute.
No, that's good.
Good. No, I read a tweet that was talking about how like this one author, probably just all authors, you know, they like, they don't care if your book is all like, you know, pages are falling out and like the spines cracked.
It
shows it's well read. It's very more like heartwarming to them than
more
a
of a compliment.
You know, barely touched novel that you just looked at from afar.
Although if it's a new debut that's just come out.
Good debut, that's fair.
Anyway,
like, you know.
But yeah, so that's definitely one that I would recommend if you get time. Please go so I can live vicariously through you, because I have to work a 9-to-5 job like a chump. But there are so many cool writing festivals that are like sort of popping up, and one we went to, Matthew Riley will definitely remember Jade if she ever comes back again, because she accosted him about killing her favourite character in the first... It's like the first 12 pages of Ice Station. Like, he's pretty much just there to die, and Jade was attached to this character immediately.
From previous books or just
No, just from the first, like, 12 pages.
That's what good a writer he is.
Exactly, and so she was like, I love you, but I can't hate you. And he was like, oh, why? I'm like, because you killed Hollywood. Spoilers. It's like 12 pages in Ice Station, but I feel like you can't she's memorable. But I think for a good reason, because...
Maybe she will just come back one day, mysteriously, like she just faked her death somehow.
Oh, no, he died.
He died.
He died.
He exploded, like...
You
can come back from
Jade, how did Hollywood die?
Let's reopen this word.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us everything. I've got a copy over there, but I'm not going to go and fetch it. But yeah.
That's effort. Let's leave it on the couch.
But yeah, other awesome writers' festivals that we have been to last year, Simone and I attended Speculate.
Yeah. I'm going again this year.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, last year was the very first time that it was the inaugural event, which is really good, and it is for sci-fi and fantasy and speculative fiction. Yeah, exactly. It's super fun.
It's great. I've seen the program. So one of the, I think our favourite sessions that they did last year was like a live D&D.
Yeah.
They went for about an hour.
Which is about character development.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting way of discussing it.
They played a mini quest. They created characters on the spot. Or maybe they pre-planned a little bit.
I think they pre-planned a little bit. They had to come in, they had to know the name, the backstory, and they had to have a secret.
Yes. And they played a session, and then they talked about afterwards the decisions they made and how it related to characters. And it was such a cool thing. And I see on the program they're doing that again.
Oh, I'm so sad I can't go this year.
Maybe we can film it.
Be like, can we film it, please?
See if I can film it for you.
Yeah. Be like, she came last year. She's a giant
nerd. The footage of this, because I feel like you should. It's like an amazing
Last year, Jay Kristoff was a paladin who botched a roll for a flaming sword.
He set the sheep on fire.
And he set the sheep on fire and killed it, but then the fire sheep killed the monster.
Yes.
So it worked out in the end.
It was quite glorious.
The sheep rolled for initiative and destroyed this. Was it like a big gargoyle? I can't remember what it was, but it was like OP.
It was good.
And it was killed by a flaming sheep that was almost dead. So that's good.
So great, hilarious.
Yeah, exactly.
I've listened to a lot of D&D podcasts, so like this is good. I'm down for that.
Yeah. Do you guys have any festivals that you like to go to, or anything? I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for always going to author events at anywhere that they come in. So.
Yeah, author events are good. I've been to quite a few. National Young Writers Festival in Newcastle is one of my favourites. It's also a free to attend. You just gotta get to Newcastle, which when you're in Adelaide is a bit of an expense.
Yeah.
But it's a really good fun time, especially if you're a young writer and you want to meet, like, go to a festival that's run by young writers for young writers. Specifically, like, that's a great one. You can meet. I've met so many great writer friends. Just other participants, and
you did a writing thing with them, didn't you?
Yeah,
I like a retreat.
I did a reading. Oh yeah, one of my auctioneer. I met that one. I met her at Oxford. when I did my summer school course. Done a lot. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the Emerging Writers Festival in Melbourne's pretty good too.
Yeah.
That is ticketed though, but if you can, I don't know.
Oh, Speculators ticketed too.
Yeah,
but
Speculator's ticketed.
I
But,
feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth
If
it.
you're in-
sometimes.
If you're in the sci-fi, fantasy, speculative fiction, it's really nice to have a festival which is purely dedicated.
Yes, you
True
won't
that.
get people just being like, now let's talk about journalism.
Mm.
And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk
Yeah.
about for an hour.
Yeah.
Cool. Which is fine too, but it's good to have your own space.
Yeah, exactly. I like to have
yeah.
everything because I exclusively write in spec fic. So
I also interviewed Joel, one of the directors, afterwards, and he was really cool about that. So
yeah,
maybe we'll link my interview.
yeah,
Publish and talk
I
about.
love it.
Good time.
They'd be like, tell him you just had to film the D&D session for
Yeah.
reasons.
Hey,
Congrats.
man.
Yeah.
Here, how'd you go? Remember the time I filmed you? Maybe, yeah, we should film this.
Film
Do me a
this.
favor.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great.
I gave you promo. That's how
Alright.
this works.
Shall we do another sprint? You guys ready for more
Ooh.
writing?
Jay just wants to mention PAX Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, authors go to that, don't they? Or are they?
No, that
just
one
gaming?
is gaming. So authors will go to Supernova and what was the other
Comic-Con.
one?
Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
Yeah, those can be
So,
cool places to meet
yeah,
authors, but they're
exactly.
definitely more like readers.
Pop culture in general.
I like the festival. I mean, I like this too, but it's
Mm.
good to have ones where you talk about the craft.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Good times.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do 10-minute sprint.
Yep.
And if it comes up.
Get some words.
Yes. All right.
So
Do you want to choose the
Ooh,
image for this
is
one?
how many images we have?
We have a lot of images.
Jesus. I'm gonna pick. Which one did we already use?
We already used the ghost, which is at the right top.
Dark Candle Rain.
Okay. Let's see what this one is. We chose all these images. Oh,
it's-
that's nice.
It's a candle in a
They're
jar
in the rain. Yeah, it's very
Descriptive.
We chose all these images 2.5 months ago.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's good fun.
It feels very Halloweeny. I like it.
It feels very witchy to me.
Witchy
Which is on point. Witches are on point at the moment,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Yes.
All right, we're going to do 10 minutes and we're going to start now. welcome back. As you can see, I have lost my co-host. She has been detained on puppy-related matters, but that is fine. How do you guys go with your writing? I did a total of not very many, 33 words, which is exciting. Again, more backstory. Sort of trying to work out relationships with people. It's hard. Like, it's got to seem natural, I guess, from where I want to go, from where they are at the moment, which is a bit awkward when you've got them in front of people for so long. Like, how do they get to the point where they actually do start to trust each other? Yes, detained. But I hear them coming now, so that's fine. You're not stuck with me for too much longer. Hey, we're live.
Shit.
Liz did 159, very heavy emotional stuff. So hard. I'm glad I'm not the only person struggling.
Emotions are hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Who has them? What are they?
Yeah,
These
I know,
are
right?
questions I would like answered.
We're normal humans. We totally have emotions, right?
I am a normal
Hey.
human with emotions.
Coming
Gypsy.
Come up. Would like to clarify that is the dog's
That
name.
is my dog.
Yeah.
Who I named 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Gypsy.
Too late. Doesn't want to come.
There's something on the carpet.
Yeah. It's very exciting. She does like to eat things.
Oh, little munchkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Adorable. I did 33 words. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I did 0.
Yeah.
But,
That's fair.
that's fair.
You were detained.
Next
That's
time
good.
I'll double up on that.
yeah.
Double.
That's
Two
good.
times, 0
Double.
times 2 is?
0. Awkward.
Yep.
Yeah. That's good.
No,
Yeah.
too many.
I don't mind emotional stuff if I know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
But
If I know what the emotions
yeah.
need to be, I'm
I
okay.
in my previous ones I've written, like, I've always had quite a clear outcome of how people are gonna sort of hit that point.
Mm.
It's harder with this novel because my main character Red has so many more reasons to resent Idris than like literally anyone else I've ever written.
Yeah, it's hard to make
So,
that into like a
I've
a
got
couple.
to yeah, exactly. I've got to
Work through
try
that.
and do it without just being like, and then they fell in love. The power of love overcame everything. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's something I think that I'm probably struggling with the most.
This is
on
why
this
I
book.
think you should read or finish reading Cruel Prince.
Yeah.
And then read The Wicked King
Yeah.
that I just finished
Yeah.
recently. Okay, it's my favorite example, and these two characters, and they hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, they hate each other a lot. But they're just inexplicably, like, attracted to each other.
Yeah.
And, like, it's the moments where they, like, split. And
Yeah.
they're just, at one point, they're just like, whatever, we're just gonna, like, hook up, and
Yeah.
we're not gonna really talk about this.
Yeah, it's fine.
And they just do.
We'll just
and,
do
like-
this and then it'll be done. It'll
And
be
it's a
fine.
scene, and she says, like, I hate you, and he's like, say it again. And it's like, it's so sexy, and you're like,
Yeah.
the words you're saying, it's the way you're saying it. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, like, I want to study, everyone should study Holly Black's writing.
Yeah.
For, if you want that kind of dynamic, it's A++. I'm very sad because it's, like, another 12 months until the
Yeah.
third book. And,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
the way the second book ends, it's just like,
Well, my
why?
Holy Black's out online at the moment.
But,
I think. But yes.
It's the thing, when you're in
Yeah.
the second book of the trilogy, you know it's not going to end well.
Yeah,
Because there's still needs to
exactly.
be enough drama for the third book, but also,
Mm.
at the same time, you're like, why? This heartbreak.
Yeah.
This stab in my face. It's what it feels like.
It's
It's good. It's a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Please read.
Yeah. Jade says it's the emotional stuff she wrote as a teenager is ridiculous now, but intense at the time. But I feel like when you are a teenager, like everything is like way more intense.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote some epic like accidental reveals of love as a teenager in like one particular story that I was working on with some friends, and it's like now it would be like super cliche and very trophy and very cringeworthy, but at the time I was just like, yes, I am a god of emotions.
My teenage writing, I don't like to think about it.
Yeah.
Actually, my teenage writing is mostly me just ripping off, like, taking the character of Spyro and putting it in my own work and being like,
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah.
Like, I could publish this. The
Yeah.
makers of this video game would just
Definitely
let me do
not know that this
That's
is
okay.
yeah.
Because it's a book. Books
Yeah.
are different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
not going
fine.
to damage their, like, copyright at all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's good. Be
But,
fine.
I was very emo for a while in my teen years. Good times.
Yeah.
A lot of black, a lot of parents don't understand.
Yeah, nobody understands me.
Listen to a lot of...
If you're a teenager and you feel like really attacked right now,
We were all
I
there.
apologise, but we were there.
This is
We've
the
been
thing.
there.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine. I mean, no one does understand you was the thing.
It's true.
You're not incorrect,
Yeah.
but also don't say
There's
that.
a lot of feelings. There's a lot of emotions
You
when
gotta
you're a
learn.
teenager.
You gotta get through it.
Romantically, sexually tense stuff is fun to write, but the
Mhm.
everyone is sad, and I have to talk about trauma is tough to write properly. I agree. I feel like, particularly with stuff like that, I don't want to do a disservice to people.
Yes, if it's something that's not your necessary experience, and even if it is, because like everyone experiences trauma differently as well,
Yeah.
you want to write it in a way that other people can relate to, and no one can be like, well, this is just wrong, and you've
Yeah.
hurt me now. Like it's hard. You got to really find a balance.
Yeah, and like the issue with mine as well is because Ren has essentially been kidnapped and just like taken back to the kingdom. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, like
Like-
the whole kidnapped romance trope
Yeah.
has been done terribly in the past.
Exactly.
But like, I'm a believer that like even things that are
But Beauty and the
historically
Beast is like my
terrible-
favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, like you can find a way.
Yeah.
You can make it work. It's just finding that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And making it so like it's not just feeding still into that kind of
Yeah.
oppressive like history of this trope.
Yeah. So, yeah,
But that's every trope.
I'm-
Every trope can be fixed.
It's true. I'm working on it. It is hard.
Yeah.
That's why I'm struggling with this book so much. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
But like the struggle
Yeah.
though means you're probably gonna end up with a really good book.
Yeah.
Like it's good. You know,
Hopefully.
it's just giving up.
Yeah, I'm excited to read A Curse So Dark and Lonely because that is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I don't think I've got it within reach, but that is okay. No, I should be over there somewhere. Anyway, it is it's right up the top. You guys probably can't see it, but it is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and everyone who's read it has said it's amazing. I've only heard good things about it online, so I really should pick that up, and hopefully that will get me in the right
Reading books
mindset
similar to what you
to
try
how
and
I'm
do
gonna-
is a good influence. Like
yeah.
help you work out where you need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen it done badly. I've seen it done very badly. I do not want to do it badly, but just trying to figure out how I'm going to get from A to B
Yeah.
and then B to C.
I think
I feel like B to C isn't so much my issue. A to B.
A to B.
A is
I
going
think
from being like
it can entirely be in how the
Yeah.
characters react to the situation and the kind of the agency they have and that they give themselves.
yeah.
In like so like have Idris is the man.
Idris is the dude.
Be like not sleazy about it.
Yeah.
And then have Ren
Mm.
not just be like, I don't know. I feel like if she's tougher,
Yeah.
I feel like that helps.
Yeah. I've actually read Damsel by Alana K. Arnold. Is awesome and super dark. Story about essentially so how am I going to phrase this? Their world is the prince always goes to slay a dragon and rescue a damsel, and the damsel becomes his wife and bears his child. It's always one child and that sort of stuff. The prince is pretty freaking awful, and the idea of just like this damsel wakes up and she has no memory of anything before she wakes up in like this guy's so she's like, oh hey, I'm a prince, I rescued you, we're totally gonna like make babies and you're gonna be my wife. And it's the whole book is sort of a dark fantasy allegory for a lot of feminist issues. So it's a fabulous book. It is horrifying to read. It is cathartic at the end, but it is like a messed up book. So I think
some
that's
of the best stuff though.
Yeah.
It's like The Handmaid's Tale, which I love dearly, but it was very painful because I just got so mad at how shit everyone was. Like never Offred. Offred was always the best.
Yeah.
You're rooting for her, but the men around her are so shitty, and they're all so shitty. Like
you just want to slap him.
Nick is just fine. Like he's not a super savior.
He's like acceptable.
He's
I guess
just not awful, but all the other ones are just like so the worst.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, this world is the worst. But that's kind of the point. Like that's the whole point of the book, is you're building this terrible time, and the kind of messages, don't let it get this way.
Yeah.
Or / we can fight it because we have power. But that's touching into my whole thesis.
Yeah.
I might just do a thesis discussion
exactly.
about everything I studied. That's another stream.
Yeah, another stream another time. But yeah, so I think I need to, sort of like maybe explore a bit more of like other people who've done it because I've seen it done badly. So I want to see it done well.
Yeah.
Um,
Research is
so
good.
hopefully that will help me move things forward. But yeah, also it's still like drafting, so really I don't have to get it right this time.
Yeah.
And maybe I just have to do it, and then
Also, if you're the only one reading this, sometimes you can
Yeah.
get caught up just seeing
Exactly.
what you see.
I'd be like-
so having other people read your work,
yes,
Mari,
I know.
and then we can be like offer suggestions and help you
It's
brainstorm.
true.
Like I spent last night hanging with Kate doing
Mm.
some writing and brainstorming, and I helped Kate think of
Yeah.
some cool shit, and
Nice.
she helped me think of some cool shit. And
Excellent.
like your other writer friends are a resource you can use.
Why was I not invited to this then?
Because you
Oh my
were
god.
watching your
So
movies.
offended. So offended.
Well, I'll invite you next time. It's fine.
Thank you. That's fine.
We'll have
But
many
yeah.
more sessions. But
Yeah.
honestly, like use your writer
Yeah,
friends.
it's
use
true.
us.
Mhm.
Message us, like talking through your stories.
We have a chat
It's so
specifically for
good.
this reason. If you guys want to throw anything out there,
Yeah,
we can
if
help
you
you
need
brainstorm.
help with your thing and you're stuck.
And if we can definitely confirm that Adelaide Jones is the one and true ship of Mythicals, and
Yeah.
it just has to happen.
Jade, I feel like you have
Yeah.
no choice here. You're gonna have to.
To
make
be
this
fair,
decision.
I've had other people who have also been like, "Yeah, I'm feeling this."
I mean,
So-
at the same time, like if Jade writes a different relationship just as well, like
No, it will never be-
she
no.
could do it. I believe in Jade. You just stuck in this version that you've read. If you read something else and it's even better, like you're just gonna have to reevaluate your
I don't think you
feelings.
understand.
I mean, I've not read it, so I don't. But I believe in Jade's ability as a writer to write the best. It's like back to my Zutara rant about how terrible Katang is.
Yeah.
I feel like
This is my Katang.
I would have accepted Katang as the ultimate Avatar relationship if they literally developed it at all.
Yeah. And then they got to there's one episode
Yeah.
where they're like, "You'll marry a powerful bender," and she was just like, "Damn straight I will," and then she's like, "Oh wait, Aang's a powerful bender," and then nothing,
And that's it.
and then they're just like, "All right, guess we're hooking up at the end."
Yeah. Meanwhile, ignoring the many episodes where Katara and Zuko were bonding, and the thing with the cave, and the thing with the lightning battle with Azula, where he helps her take down his sister.
It's a whole thing.
They're the best couple. They're the best objectively couple. And in the end, they were just like, haha, no jokes. She marries the child. Why?
Yeah.
Why? When you have this beautiful hunk of a fireman who's gone through the most complicated character arc in the whole series.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the most interesting character. I don't really give a shit
It's
about
like-
Aang by this stage.
It's like Padme
Oh.
going for Anakin
Yeah.
over Obi-Wan.
Why?
No,
Doesn't make sense.
makes no
also,
sense.
the fact that she just dies of sadness.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Stop killing your women with grief.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so done with this bullshit. I know it's scientifically possible. You can die of grief because the sadness makes your heart muscles weaken, but it's a stupid plot twist.
Yes.
It's dumb, and it's always only women.
Mate,
How dare
2019, the year of no killing
No.
ladies with
If
grief.
you're gonna die of a real thing.
Saying it over and over again will make it happen, Jade.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there in the universe.
Yeah. Just record you a tape and just play it in your house till it just
Subconsciously as you
subconsciously?
sleep.
Yeah.
Adelaide Jones. Adelaide Jones.
Is that the name of the ship or is
That's
that...
the name of the
okay.
ship. So it's Adelaide Montgomery,
Oh,
and Agent Jones.
and Agent Jones.
Yeah,
Does he
so
have a first
she's-
name or his first name
It's
Agent?
just Agent Jones.
His first name is Agent, and he becomes an agent.
So he's her in I'm not sure how we're still going, it's changed a little bit, but initially he was her FBI handler, and she's a expert on mythical beasts,
Nice.
and so she gets pulled out into the field, and yeah, it's just, and they fall in love.
I
And
mean,
the
if it's not them,
best.
who is it and why? That's my question. Who's this
Exactly.
other person?
There's nobody else.
Mm.
No one.
Unless there's another.
Nope.
Maybe it could be it's the season 2 thing. So in season 1 they're meant to get together and something happens, and then season 2 she's dating someone else.
Like in Charmed,
Yeah.
where Piper wound up with the neighbor.
Yeah.
Neighbor
what the hell
Dan?
was Neighbor Dan? He was just such
He was nice, but
such a boring non-entity. And
although
then
Leo is pretty boring.
she
not
goes back
into
to. I
too.
mean, yes.
Leo is
But
literally
also
the
he
most
was-
white bread. 5 stars would Cole again. Phoebe definitely gets the best deal. Anyway.
Oh, Cole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charmed.
Yeah.
Same feelings.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new Charmed.
No,
But,
I'm excited to do that.
I don't know how I feel about reboots, even though I do like that it's a diverse reboot. That's the only acceptable way to do a reboot.
It's true.
But my childhood. Anyway,
Should we do another sprint?
let's do some words.
Yeah.
My laptop's died, but I'll get a
Okay.
charger. It's fine.
You're not having a good run this time, are you?
It's a good start to the year.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
honest.
So, Begin how you mean to go on.
Yeah. Unprepared.
Alright, so we're going to do our last sprint for 10 minutes on the clock.
It's alright. I can
And
edit my things, baby.
I am going to choose...
My mini pages.
Nah, I don't want that one. We've used that one.
Not the bell jar.
Ooh,
The one that
no,
says candy.
I think we'll go this one.
What's that one?
This is Waterfall Lady.
Waterfall Lady. It is indeed, well, it could be a person of any gender.
It's very small from what we can see, but
It's a red jacket though, I see.
yeah. I feel like if we zoom it in, it actually is a lady. Anyway,
It's a red
It's a-
jacket
it's a
person.
person.
Waterfall.
person is a
What are
waterfall.
they? Are they a freshwater mermaid?
Is it a siren?
Is it a siren?
Mm.
They are the worst.
Is
Or
it-
they're the best, depending on your take on
Modern
sirens.
day Megara about to go fight the horse dude. And then Hercules is going to be like, I will come and save you. And she's like, no, I'm
I
good.
got it.
I've got
I
it.
got it.
I
bitch.
got it. Modern day Megara. I love it.
I
Write
like
that
it.
one. All right. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Alright, stop your writing.
Stop writing.
Stop right now.
Thank you very
Right.
much.
Because writing.
Writing. Oh.
Stop right now. I'm funny.
You either do a pun or like a
I
Spice
did
Girls
both.
reference.
I
Don't
did
do
both.
both.
Nope, I did
No.
both because I'm great.
That's terrible and I hate you.
Thank you. It's the highest compliment I could hope to receive. How many words did you do? How many did
Um,
you guys do?
I did 175.
I did 103.
Yeah.
That's way more than normal.
Yeah,
Yay!
way more. Very good.
It's because I'm hashing out some plot stuff. Like, not actually writing the story, but like, you know, and then maybe they could do this. And this. And I think I've figured out a way that they're going to step towards building trust.
Yeah, I think building trust, especially in that
Mm.
situation, is important. And having
Yes.
a common enemy
Yeah.
is always a good ploy.
Yeah.
Bring them together.
Mm.
They're like, well, this thing is worse than the other
Yeah.
person, so maybe we'll work with this other person.
Exactly.
And then we'll fall in love
Go from there.
and have babies.
Now fall in love. Have babies in a few years because she's like 16 and he's like 18. So
Yeah, that's too
hard
soon.
pass.
But they have time.
Yeah.
Time to work that shit out.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Good.
good. It's gonna be
Beautiful.
good. Ooh, 277. Nice. Exposition does make everything easier.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Mine
So-
was mentally reflecting, continuing the scene,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't even know the point of the scene yet, I guess. No, I think, actually, no, this is an important scene because it's reflecting on the traumatic and serious events that end the first book.
Yeah. So
And
you need to acknowledge that. You can't be
Yeah.
like, all right, so that happened. Now we're just gonna go about our
Yeah,
lives.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of fallout,
Mm.
and I feel like if you ignore that fallout, that's not good writing.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not like, you know, a sitcom where everything just resets at the end of the book.
Yeah, and I feel like you can have the fallout, but if you don't have something to sort of like acknowledge
Mm.
that potentially this is leading to a bigger
Yeah.
thing, then sometimes you'd be like, well, I know what happened, but no, now it's just kind of like out of the blue a little bit.
Yeah.
So
You just want to address the
the
results
issues-
of the things
yeah,
that happened. Without spoiling my book, because
Yeah.
you're going to have to read it.
Stuff happens. It's not great.
I mean, some things are fine.
Yeah.
Other things are terrible.
Yeah.
And even if they're done for the right reasons, it's still
Yes.
it's still hard
Yeah.
to do the right thing because sometimes.
How does that change you as a person or a
Yeah.
character?
And how are you sure that the thing you did was actually the right thing
Exactly.
to do?
You gotta
Could
come
you
to
have done it even better?
Particularly if it is the like to essentially something that you hold dear.
Yeah.
If you've been
the
forced to take this
antithesis.
action, that's
Yeah.
to a thing.
So most of my heroes tend to be very like they fight, but they don't really fight to kill.
yeah,
They don't really want to murder
yeah,
anyone,
exactly. They're
even
like,
in self-defense. But sometimes you're pushed to do that, and then
Exactly.
if you have to do that, then how does that affect how
yeah,
you view
and that's
yourself?
going to change. That's going to change. That's going to have an effect.
Yeah, like even if you can justify it to yourself, like maybe regardless, it's still like
Somebody else
weighs on
can't
you.
justify that.
What if what if this person was close to you, and then their relatives are now hanging around, and
Yeah, they'll be like, so
yeah.
how
You-
killed
You're
my
a killer.
relative.
You're a killer, and you're already like saying these things to yourself, so
Yeah.
it doesn't help that someone
Yeah.
else is saying it, and you're just like, well, yeah, there's a lot
It's a
of
fun
that.
thing to explore.
That's
Yeah.
a fun thing to
And I
explore.
feel
in
like
superheroes.
yeah,
where often-
superheroes is they're often held up to this higher
Yeah.
standard of you
and
know
often
the
the
best of us.
responsibility of the things that happen just
Yeah.
it's just glazed over,
Yeah,
and especially in the comic books.
yeah,
So it's good when you can like, actually have the consequences
into
of the
that.
big things, and then explore that emotional
Yeah.
like circle. Especially when your characters are young, like mine are. They're
Yeah.
all like 17. Like
so
it's
they're young and
fun to
idealistic.
be fighting crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although any 17-year-old will tell you it's not.
Yeah, I mean, like, just in terms of dangerous, don't put
Yeah.
yourself in danger.
Yeah,
It's so much left to live for. It's
Mm.
fine. Leave that to, like, the 40-year-old.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I do
Yeah,
love
yeah.
the I've seen some like writing online of like you know the story ideas that get
Mm.
chucked out there of like you know the older like elderly superheroes and
Oh, yeah.
elderly crime fighters going out. So
Yeah.
good.
I
So,
don't know. There's a great episode of Batman Brave and the Bold, and
Mhm.
it's like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are all, like, retirees. Like,
yes.
like lifetime nomination, and then this like villain hits, they're like, "Yep, back to it."
Yeah,
and
let's
Batman,
go.
who's in like a wheelchair and has like bionic legs,
Yeah.
help him fight crime.
I love it.
Love it.
Love it so much.
You can do it.
Yeah. So it's good. I think I've got some stuff to work through with mine.
Good,
You've clearly
good,
got some stuff to work through with yours.
Oh, I have a lot to work with the
Mm.
sequel. I've got a lot of just like random threads that I gotta
Yeah.
really consider.
All the while editing book one.
Yeah, I mean, what author isn't,
Yeah.
balancing several things
true.
at the same time?
I started
So
writing
nice.
a witchy story for fun, in
Ooh.
which it's like essentially a fantasy self-insert of me and a couple of friends.
Nice.
And we're all like just witches with different powers, and then
Yeah, that was like my very first story was a self-insert with me and some friends. People
Yeah.
that maybe they weren't
It's just
necessarily my
fun.
friends, but I wanted them to be my. I had a very
Yeah.
lonely childhood.
yeah.
I'm exposing a lot right now.
Um,
But I had magic powers and I could solve all the world's problems.
Exactly.
And
I feel like it's just I'm doing it for fun, so there's
Yeah.
less pressure than like this book.
Yeah, and
So-
often like those books are just for you.
Yeah.
And it's just you just want to
Good.
and it's good practice regardless.
Yeah, exactly. So we're all gonna take in a little orphan. It's gonna be great.
So, oh,
I'm gonna go, well, not fight crime, but solve mysteries, I
Solve
guess.
mysteries with an
Yeah.
orphan.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's gonna be great.
I love solving
Because I was like, I can't really make any of the three of us like and I don't like doing third person omniscient.
Mm.
First person omniscient is always like my.
Oh yeah.
So,
First person is everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, and I was like, three main characters. Where am I going to sit with? It's so much easier just to throw somebody else under the bus and have us sort of around
Yeah.
the edges. So that's fun. I like it.
No, I
Yeah.
like it. That's good.
Mm.
I'm liking the that's actually it's third person omniscient.
Yeah.
With my second,
Mm.
my main story is first person limited.
Yeah.
And yeah, my second bit with the psychic is ironically the third person omniscient. But he knows everything, but he knows everything.
Yeah.
But also
So-
he thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't actually know everything.
Yeah. He gets
So-
the information, but he doesn't get the context sometimes.
Yeah, and he's very dismissive, I guess, because when you're around people so much, and you just kind of learn to just expect things, because you're
Yeah.
like, well, I've seen this kind of thought pattern and attitude before, and so
Yeah.
he just makes a lot of assumptions
Yeah.
because he doesn't care anymore to actually like consider.
Which I feel like that's fair if you've got literally everybody in your head at all times.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna.
so he genuinely hates everyone because he's like, you're all boring and you're all the same.
You all
and
suck.
You all suck. So his favorite people are the people he can't read
Yeah.
because it's a mystery.
Yeah.
And it's like unraveling a box. It's a puzzle. He likes
He's
it.
like, ooh, this is new and exciting.
Yeah. So now he gets his power, or this like way to control his power. So
Yeah.
and he has the option to not
Hear
instantly
everything.
hear everything, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, I have to talk to them
Whoa.
to work out the details."
How do you
What?
do this?
Yeah, so he struggles a bit, but
Yeah.
he's like, "I could just go right to the answers at the end of the textbook, but I'm gonna like actually,
Yeah. Which
I'm
is
gonna work
nice.
it out. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a novelty. Hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave it there for the night, I think.
Yeah.
The puppy is asleep.
Oh, she's always asleep.
Yeah.
Gypsy, say goodbye. Wake up.
Gypsy says no.
No, I'm on the
No,
couch.
yeah, she's like, she doesn't get on the couch often. So, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We are going to be going forward this year. We're going to be doing monthly
Mhm.
streams. Dates TBC. We will keep an eye on Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of stuff, and we'll let you know when the next one is coming. And yeah,
Yeah, if you have
Fun.
any like topic suggestions, things you want to know
Mm.
that you want to know about.
Hit us up.
What are you doing? Are you in like a drafting stage? Are you editing? Do you want to talk about that? Like, yeah, you can message us beforehand and be like, please talk about this.
Please
Or,
have
you
me.
know,
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's good.
We're here for you.
It's true. And we also have the Discord channel as well, which now comes with a writing bot. Yeah.
the
So if
writing
you
bot
want,
is cool.
it's pretty cool. So
You can do sprints.
you can do sprints. It's excellent. So join us on Discord. I will put up a share link on the Facebook. So yeah, jump in there. I'm normally hanging out there most days.
I can be on there.
Yeah, and just doing some writing
Discord's
and
always on my laptop.
doing my like 30-word sprints for 10 minutes. It's great if you ever need like an ego boost. Just do a writing sprint against me. It's fine. But yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah.
All right. And we have hopefully we're going to be doing some work on Cheddar as well this year.
Yes.
So we'll let you know. But yeah, it's exciting. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We will see you in March.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, in March.
Oh, March.
March.
March is next month.
It's good fun.
Oh dear.
All right.
All right.
Have fun.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.